So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off. The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
No argument. Big header! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Played out to the left flank. Roberto Carlos. Deep cross. He's got tall. And now they can clear their lines. And it's Beckham. That's a throw. Aimed beyond the defence. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. And he's managed to get free. Played into the box. And he's there to get it away. Makaleli. Cleared without complication. And it's Kaka. Tries to play it through. That's going to go a long way. Makaleli. Kaka. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And he's gone backward here. There's the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Kaka really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Still goalless. Look at the space. Kaka! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Pelé. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Moved on forwards. Cannavaro. Busquets is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Kaká. Mendes gets a foot in here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's having a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
And we have our very first corner. Decent chance! He scored! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And it's Robertson. It's a promising position. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Kaká. And the two sides separated. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. And the lead lost. No time at at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Liverpool grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Koundé, Julie. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Robertson. And it's lofted through here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Kaka. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now this could be a chance. Nicely shaped ball. Kaka was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He clipped into space. Now, can they get him away? Brilliantly cut out. Well-timed, excellent interception. Neymar. Oh, super ball. Here comes the... He gets big. He can get that clear. And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution.
The second half then, just getting going. Beckham. Beckham making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, that is a nice touch. And he's intervened well there. Kaka is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Shot could be on. Busquets. Kaka. And it's Drogba. And here's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking for options. Shapes to shoot! It's a pretty loose pass. And he's quick to get it clear again. Kaka. Roberto Carlos. That has been cut short. And here's Kaka. He's a real chance! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Beckham. Otto has it out wide and in space. Oh, smashing header! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Liverpool are looking to break at pace. Julie. Julie plays it in. Oh, what a... Oh, no, it's
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Substitution on the field, number 23.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Only partially clear. Crossed in again. And he can clear it away.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Roberto Carlos. Oh, nicely intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Makaleli. Now it's Kaká. Iniesta. That has been slung wide. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ambitious ball here. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, that looks a decent ball. He is through here. Knocks it into space. Cross goes in there. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Probing pass. Makaleli. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. He rises! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And he's worked it through. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's fabulous. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Substitution in progress.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Cristiano Ronaldo! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Well, there's the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. He is just caressing the ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution on the field, number 8.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Messi gets the call to seemingly universal approval.
Now, that's what you call a luxury addition, to be able to summon someone of this calibre.
Oh, given offside once more.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation
Substitutions
mode.
taking place.
Nicked it back promptly. Played out towards the right wing. He's in space and looking for options. Rudiger can get it clear. And it's McAllister. Drogba takes a shot! Messi.
4 added
Looking
minutes
to play
have
him
been
in.
indicated.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cannavaro gets good distance on it. He's found a way through. Can he get it through? And this is Drogba. There's a no-nonsense tackle. 4 extra minutes added on. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And there goes the final whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Hullet making good progress on the right-hand side. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Messi. That is good alertness. Searching pass he's played there. And now the breakaway. Iniesta. And it's lofted through here. Well timed, excellent interception. Gets a good foot in there. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would guess. No one offers the complete package like he does. The perfect blend of power, of pace, and it's no exaggeration to say
He's going for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that should get the job done. In by Rijkaard. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. And here's Romario. Great chance! And again the keeper stands strong.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. So we're still where we started right now. Oh, that's clever. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Shot could be on.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mendes gets into a good position. Rijkaard attempts a clearance. He's having a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And this is Yaya Toure. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This for the lead. And he's been shifted off it. Now then, the ball's come loose.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Roberto Carlos showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. It's a good 35 yards out, this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Now here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Quick look, then he rises! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And it's Romario. Romario, and Romario! It's run loose, who's going to... Oh, what has happened here? Plays it across. Tries to get it clear. Beckham goes long.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Look at the space, and the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Beckham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, strongly challenged there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Gilberto Silva makes the interception. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Not the most accurate pass.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 19, Costa Curta. Coming on the field is number
Arsenal
17,
have really been terrific
Daniel
at
Van
snuffing
Beek.
out the threat. Now for something different.
Can he get it through? And that is as far as they're going to go. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Just about up to the hour now. Romario. And that's a dangerous ball. Bullet! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. And he's taking no chances there. Vitinha. Might be danger here. And he's found the way past. And now a sudden chance to counter. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Iniesta can see things others simply cannot. Now, can they get him away? Looking to go deep. Terrific header! Harmlessly behind. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And it's Romario. Arsenal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Beckham looking for a runner, and he's intervened well there. Looking for the run. Beckham. Looking for options for movement. That's the throw.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 15, Iniesta. Number 5, Gullit. Coming on the field, number 14, Henderson. Number 18, Franz Beckenbauer.
And it's Vitinha. That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Romario. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Batistuta. Very nicely done. Thuram. Henderson. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Jordan Henderson. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Oh, that was vital. And he's gone looking for safety.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Romario has found the net here, of course. It's out for a goal kick. And he's managed to get rid. And there goes the final whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
everybody,
it might not
and
feel
welcome
like
to
that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Harry Maguire is a real presence at the back, and also...
Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And it's Messi. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Vitinha. Aims beyond the defence. Gnabry.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Bale wins the duel this time. It's a throw-in. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And that should get the job done. Roberto Carlos.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's played through for him. Luis Suarez. Here comes the cross. Rudiger cuts it out. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Kaka. Now, can they get him away? He's picked his way through. Flings in across. Vitinha. That's an imaginative pass. Can he get onto this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, can he get onto this? Well read, nice interception. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Barella. Up he goes! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos.
Oh, really well played.
Played in by... Big header! No, couldn't quite control it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Ronaldo with a definite foul there. Cristiano Ronaldo has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Now it's Kaka. Foot in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Barella. Maguire gets a foot in here. Looking to play him in. Mendes gets across to intercept that. Played down the flank. No luck with that dink over the top. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Bale. Gnabry. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now it's Bale. Messi threads one in. That has been cut short.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Shot a goal! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. He gets big! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Otto cuts out the pass. Beckham. Cross goes in there. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And the finish! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
And we have our very first corner. Beckham plays it short. Nuno Mendes, he's got full. Oh, it's hit the post. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
There's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution on the field, number 19, Suarez.
And we're off again.
Coming on the field is...
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and he was quick to react. Bale is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Now it's Barella, and here's Sorloth. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's being shifted off it. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, played through for the wide man. Kaká picks it up out wide. Nicely weighted ball. Cross flung in towards the middle. And the keeper gets his hands on it. So what can they make of this? Otto, looking for the run. Swings in across.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Messi. And it's Beckham. It's a good run down the right.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Can he get it through? And this is Gnabry. Cross. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Has a look and plays it forward. A temporary retreat here.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
McAllister. It's a really well-measured ball. And he lines up a cross. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nice bit of trickery. Roberto Carlos delivers. It's been shipped out wide. That's the throw. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Barella. Bale. And he's had it nicked away.
Substitution on the field, number 24, Messi. Coming on to replace him is number 6, Gullit. Substitutions taking
once
place.
more. He's having a go! And that's caused a worry or two.
And Nkunku has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Now that looks a decent ball, and it's Beckham. And he's well positioned here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Roberto Carlos. Out of play for a throw. And it's Gullit. Out to the right. It's a promising position. Beckham is fouled. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Goes for a shot! It's in! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter! So we have the first goal.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Knocks it into space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution on the field, number 22.
So, time for changes
Cristiano
on both sides,
Ronaldo.
actually.
Coming on the field is number 9, Pele. Substitution.
Into the last 5 minutes. And he's managed to get free. Toss to the back post. Oh, smashing header! Really well taken goal. And And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Certain, searing and imperious.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Gavi.
There will be 3 minutes at a
Played
time.
out to the right. And it's Gnabry. Mohamed Salah. He's got away. Can he finish? Oh, and he's following up. They've scored! Deep into injury time. Solot at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
We have got ourselves a game here. And that will be it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Collar claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday
You look back on the
boy
game
a
then, Jim.
very
This was a
special
fantastic
birthday.
display, Peter, of expansive football. They stretched their opponents at every given opportunity, and they ran them ragged. It was all highly impressive, and I just really liked what I saw here.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's match.
The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here.
Fernando Torres is looking really fired up here, Peter.
Well, he's been a favourite of yours for years, hasn't he?
Well, club biases aside, I don't think I've ever seen a striker who's so outstanding.
And Hullet! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Pinches it off him. And here's Beckham. Beckham with the cross. Julie. Azar. And they can counter here. Great defending, strong and determined. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Gabriel. And he's on Torres! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Looking to go deep. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Azar. Pass somewhat off target. Ooh, a delicate chip through. That's a shade optimistic. Julie. And here's the chance to counter. He's a sharp little ball here. Out to the right. Julie. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike.
Well, it looks very much like he's taken this on. From this distance, it's pretty inviting. I think he knew immediately that he got that one wrong. The wall did its job.
Nicely shaped cross. Up he goes! Tried his hardest, but the cross asked too much of him in the end.
Well, by crossing the ball so quickly, I think this defence just can't get set to deal with it. I think deserved a better outcome than what we saw, but worth exploring more.
And here's Ribéry. Ribéry crosses it in. Oh, there's the clearance. Griezmann. Azar is, of course, well known. Can he finish? Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Now it's Torres. Serginho has it in a wide position.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
No way through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Ribéry.
That was lovely, that.
Back into the middle. And he's gone backward here. Has a shot! So, what can they make of this? Now it's Roberto Carlos. Julie opts for safety, and he decides to cross it. Now they can break here. He's picked his way through. Beckham. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Beckham to take it as usual. And now a sudden chance to counter. Julie. Not the most convincing of passes. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now there's a fine ball, and it's a corner. So, third corner of the game.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed.
He's having a hit! And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Azar. And that has left him in a heap. And Julie. Ribéry. Aims beyond the defence. The referee has given a corner. Gabriel with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely aimed pass. Beckham. Oh, sweet feet. He's found a way through. Crossed into the middle. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Knocks it into space. And it's been played through. There's no flag. Terrific header. In he goes again. Big moment. Massive goal. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And it's half-time here. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Big chance!
Julie really made the tough part look easy, and the easy part very complicated.
It's their second corner of the game. He rises! Oh, crossbar! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has not gone well. Beckenbauer. And he's intervened well there. Looking to play him in. Over to the other side. No, that's been intercepted. Spread out to the left. Played back in. Out to the left it goes. Hazard with the delivery. And he's there to clear it. Corner number 3 coming up. That'll be a throw. And this is Torres! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's got tall. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Collar. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Julie. Looking for the run. It's come to nothing. And that's put paid to a promising move.
The attendance for this match was 28,997.
Now it's Hazard. Hazard, he has found the way through. Over to the left. Cross into the box. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that's definitely not his best. Roberto Carlos.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Bullet given the lift of his goal.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Julie. That has been cut short. Nicely intercepted. Nicely spread. Nicely weighted ball. Beckham is always looking to play quality balls. Collar. Costa Curta.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get on the end of this? Serginho. Hazard. Wilshere. And it's Maradona. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Just too high.
Van der Vaart will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Rudiger. And here's Iniesta. And he's in on goal. Pele! He's scored! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Great vision.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, that might be that, Peter.
It's Iniesta! That's another chance! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Ribery. Can he get it through? Good ball, good take. 5 minutes to add. Julie tries to play it through. Iniesta conjures time and space where few can. And that is a little undercooked. Looking for options for movement. Maradona. Schmeichel claims comfortable. That's at the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Sao Paulo, of course, one of the best supported sides in Brazil, in the whole of Latin America. The Morumbis, the ultimate shrine, where 66,000 or so congregate week in, week out. The action has already started. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. But I just feel he understands the art of defending better than most. No surprise, given his footballing education, of course.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. What a throw in. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Ambitious ball here. That has not gone well. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. And it's Otto. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, super find.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
No, that's been intercepted. Gakpo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's an imaginative pass. Well, the less said about that pass, the better.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Kroos. He's going to be disappointed with that. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Can he get on the end of this? He's found a way through. And that was very necessary. And he's there to retrieve it. Threads one in. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Lewandowski.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And this is Lewandowski. There's the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Now it's Toni Kroos. Now it's Toni Kroos. Oh, red, nice interception. He's on it, can he get away? Played in by Roberto Carlos. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source. Goes for a shot! He's scored! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Suarez really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
The most accurate pass. Iniesta. Calafiori gets over and intercepts. Defending was strong and firm. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Rudiger.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Palmer. Fabian Ruiz. Looking to play him in. And the shot! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And the whistle goes for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And we are back underway. It's a pretty loose pass. Gakpo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Beckham. Vitinha is always looking to break lines. Roberto Carlos. Big chance! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully close. Takes a shot! Keeper's got his work done.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Palmer! And that's off target.
Palmer really looked sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
Aims beyond the defence. Nuno Mendes. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, he's playing innocent, he has every reason to. Kimmich has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm he is there for... Decent chance! Oh, that's a waste.
Although clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Sao Paulo choosing to make the first change.
Camisa 10, camisa 15, camisa 23,
Camisa 4.
Back on the ball again.
Camisa 21.
Pele.
Deixando o campo para a
Now it's
entrada
Beckham.
de camisa
And there's green
14.
grass ahead of him.
Neymar. Camisa
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Tries a shot! He scores! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So is this the start of a comeback? And here's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. He's being urged to shoot.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Roberto Carlos.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, played through for the wide man. He's picked his way through. Real chance! They've scored! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So now the difference is 3. Mbappe! Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. That has been cut short. And here's Neymar. Now it's Yamal. Neymar. Danger averted for now. Gets a good foot in there. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Engages and forces him off the ball. Vitinha. Now it's Pele.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He has found the way through. Ball driven towards the... He gets big! It's in! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some...
Rudiger with the foul. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Rudiger has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Now it's Neymar. That is good alertness. Sarri. And it's Toni Kroos. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he was alert to it. Oh, it's ended up in no man's land. And that pass just didn't quite work. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. out towards the flank.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And this is Beckham. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Beckham with the short one. It's gone out for a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Delivers with wit. Oh, what a... Oh, it's hit the post! No joy, but a decent try. No, he's not getting past him there. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Iniesta crossing. And the finish! In for the pieces! Sticks it away! And it adds further to a heaven. And that will be it. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and this...